We're all used to the mining grind by now. There's a completely different experience to be had with Elite Dangerous in regards to gaining more materials, and that's SRV mining, or planetary mining. Yes folks, you got to get down and dirty to get some of those grade 4 mats, and here's how. So all you're going to need for this really is the good old faithful SRV. So, you need an SRV bay on your ship. I would also suggest a fuel scoop as well, because you're going to be travelling some light years. Oh yes indeed. We're on about HIP 36601, and that's way down by Bernard's Loop, right? So it's a fair old poke, a fair old trot away from the bubble. How far? About 15 to 1600 light years away from Lave. We all know where Lave is, the heart of the bubble. So there we are, we're about 1600 light years away. So it's a fair old poke. Perhaps you can get yourself on a little fleet carrier and jump yourself down there. Once you get down there, you're going to see there's going to be other fleet carriers in there. There's going to be other commanders there as well if you're playing in open. So for this, you may want to put it in solo mode, collect your materials without being ganked or hassled or destroyed or just blown out of existence. Checking the planets is quite easy. Get in there, use the FSS. Once you've done that, go and scan the planets with the surface scanner. That's going to tell you basically what you're going to find on there, whether it's going to be geological or biological deposits or entities, that sort of thing, and what materials you can get. It's the biological deposits you're actually looking for. They're going to give you, I think, in my opinion, the best materials. But when you haven't got a material, anything's the best materials, right? So these planets, they're going to be, or these particular deposits, the biological deposits, are going to look spectacular when you first see them. You're going to be trundling around in your SRV, shooting chunks of these things off and scooping them up in your cargo scoop. And that's where it comes into now. Grind, grind, grind. If you want materials in this game, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. Use the night vision, it really does help, even in well-lit conditions. And with these particular crystal shard structures, you're looking for little protrusions near the top, as you can see here. That's what you want. Lock onto that with your SRV blasters, blow it off, and then effectively think, well, where's that going to land? Get the cargo scoop deployed, follow it down, make sure you tag it, so you can see where it lands, and you can see I've got Tellurium here as well, which is a material I'm looking forward to having for my engineering. Now a lot of these you can only collect up to 150 items of, and a lot of these materials give you 3 units per pickup. So to be fair, 15-20 minutes in these sites and your bin for that particular material is going to be full. So what are we going to be finding here? Well, it's not only about high class materials, and as I mentioned earlier on, if you haven't got a material, then it's a sought after commodity. You've got these precious cobbles. Now these precious cobbles we would have seen before when collecting other materials. They're protrusions or rocks that's basically stuck on the side of these nice fungal growths. Well, look like fungal or rocky growths. Same thing again, get yourself over there, make sure you've locked onto it so you know exactly where you're going and you don't get turned around, because it is quite easy to get turned around within the SRV. Get over, approach your Perseus cobble, get your cannons out, and we can see it just in front of us there in red. Could be any colour really. You haven't got to scan it, it's all up to you what you want to do. And then once you've got it in your sights, blow it off its rock and pick it up. And you can see I've got phosphorus there as well, so now my storage bins of phosphorus are also full. Things you're generally going to find, iron and stuff like that. Now HIP 36601C1D, Ruthenium, that's what you're going to be finding there. Other planets in the system also include HIP 36601C1 for Polonium. Very similar sort of site. Other planets as well will be HIP 36601C3 for Tellurium. And then the final material I found in this system was Technetium. And Technetium is going to be found in HIP 36601 C5. Now there's going to be many different sites there as well. Typically though, you want to see the one that works best for you. Some are going to be on the size of a mountain, some are going to be somewhere where you can land your ship. Once you've filled all your bins, it'll be time to get yourself over to the nearest material broker and trade up. Heinz Hub in Nagob, and if that's on fire, Flancher Enterprise in 12G Canis Minoris is going to be your closer ones. Well, that was a quick tutorial or lesson or whatever you want to call it in how to get grade 4 materials and other materials as well. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've been Ricardo, thanks very much for watching. Check back for more videos in the series.